Hey everyone, welcome back to Path 2 Advanced. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. In today's video, we're diving deep into the contrasting business perspectives of former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. Both have had significant impacts on the economic landscape of the United States, but their approaches couldn't be more different. We'll delve into their approaches to economic policies, trade, and support for businesses in the USA. Let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at Donald Trump's business perspective. Economic policies. Donald Trump focused heavily on tax cuts and deregulation. His administration believed that by reducing the tax burden on businesses, it would stimulate economic growth and create jobs. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 was a cornerstone of his economic policy. This act lowered the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%, aiming to make the U.S. more competitive on the global stage and encourage businesses to invest domestically. When it comes to trade policies, Donald Trump's approach was characterized by a strong protectionist stance. He renegotiated trade agreements like NAFTA, transforming it into the USMCA, which he argued was more favorable to American workers and industries. Additionally, he imposed tariffs on countries like China, aiming to protect American industries from what he perceived as unfair trade practices. In terms of business support, Trump placed a significant emphasis on large corporations and traditional industries such as manufacturing and energy. His administration rolled back numerous regulations in the oil and gas sectors, arguing that this would lead to energy independence and job creation. Now let's shift our focus to Kamala Harris's business perspective. Economic policies. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, supports increasing taxes on corporations and the wealthy to fund social programs, healthcare, and education. Her approach is rooted in the belief that a more equitable distribution of wealth can lead to a healthier and more productive society. When it comes to trade policies, Harris focuses on fair trade practices that protect workers' rights and the environment. She advocates for trade agreements that not only benefit the economy, but also uphold high standards for labor and environmental protection. Harris supports multilateral agreements that address global challenges. She believes that by working together with other nations, the U.S. can tackle issues like climate change and global inequality more effectively. In terms of business support, Harris is a strong advocate for small businesses, entrepreneurship, and investment in green technology and sustainable industries. She believes that the future of the economy lies in innovation and sustainability, and she supports policies that encourage these sectors to thrive. Comparative analysis. Taxation. Let's compare the taxation policies of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Trump's tax cuts were aimed at stimulating the economy by putting more money into the hands of businesses and individuals. He believed that lower taxes would lead to increased investment, job creation, and economic growth. In contrast, Harris's proposal to increase taxes on higher earners is designed to reduce income inequality and fund essential social programs. She argues that by investing in healthcare, education, and social services, the government can create a more equitable and prosperous society. Now let's look at their approaches to regulation. Donald Trump's deregulation efforts were intended to reduce business costs and increase efficiency. His administration rolled back numerous regulations, particularly in the energy sector, arguing that this would lead to economic growth and job creation. On the other hand, Kamala Harris supports regulations that ensure consumer protection and environmental sustainability. She believes that regulations are necessary to protect the public and the planet, and that a well-regulated economy can be both prosperous and sustainable. When it comes to trade, Donald Trump's protectionist policies were aimed at protecting American industries from foreign competition. He believed that by imposing tariffs and renegotiating trade agreements, he could create a more favorable environment for American businesses. In contrast, Kamala Harris prefers collaborative international trade agreements. She believes that by working together with other nations, the U.S. can create a more stable and prosperous global economy. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris offer distinct approaches to business and economic growth in the USA. Trump's policies focus on empowering businesses through tax cuts and deregulation, while Harris emphasizes social investment and sustainable practices funded by increased taxation on the wealthy. It's clear that their perspectives are shaped by their broader political philosophies. Trump's approach is rooted in a belief in the power of the free market and the importance of reducing government intervention. Harris, on the other hand, believes in the role of government in addressing social inequalities and promoting sustainable development. What are your thoughts on these different business perspectives? Do you think Trump's focus on tax cuts and deregulation is the best way to stimulate economic growth? Or do you believe that Harris's emphasis on social investment and sustainability is the way forward? How do you think these policies impact the economy and the future of business in the USA? It's a complex issue with no easy answers, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Your insights and opinions are incredibly valuable, and we look forward to reading them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Path to Advanced, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming content on business and automation. We have a lot of exciting topics lined up, and we can't wait to share them with you. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Stay tuned for more in-depth analyses and discussions on the latest in business and economic policies.